Hey everyone, welcome. Today I want you guys to watch a quick video about what the chemistry day-to-day will look like. So of course it's 2020-21 school year. My name is Mr. Gergen. So let's take a look at what the daily procedures will look like. So you guys should already be submitting your attendance. Hopefully that's not an issue. Make sure you do that every single day. After you've submitted your attendance for the day, I want you to check Google Classroom. On Google Classroom, you will see a daily post. Here you can see information about our Zoom meetings. You may see some links to a YouTube video. There's going to be important information put out every single day, whether it's just me saying hello or it's the lesson. Make sure you are checking there every day. When you see a Zoom meeting, be sure that you are ready to go when that Zoom meeting is scheduled for. So this example has it set to start at 9:15. Make sure you're ready, logged on, and good to go at 9:15. Once we get all that accomplished and we are all checked in, we will have an opener slide, which I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. And we'll take about maybe 5-10 minutes to answer that. This may be new information. This may be old information. On those slides, we're going to see a bunch of stuff. And again, I'm going to show you that in just a second. And once we're finished with all that, then we're going to go into our class time. That could be a number of things. So it could be a virtual lab. Who knows? It could be even a lab that you guys could do at home. It could be a worksheet. But after all of those first things are done, then we get to our class. So let's take a look at these opener slides. So these are going to start next week. So here's an example of one from last year. So on here, we see a question that is going to be content related. So here we're talking about measuring volumes and we're looking at a graduated cylinder and a beaker. Also on this slide, we see a connection question. So name an achievement you're proud of. This type of question would be to get a conversation going, to get to know a little bit more about one another. Sometimes we'll talk about these, sometimes we may not, but there should be a connection question just to kind of get things going. We can also see an agenda. So of course we start with our opener. This day they got lucky and had a quiz, yay. And then they went on to review for another quiz, double quiz last year, okay? One thing that I did not mention is this LTB. That is going to be incredibly important. That's your learning target B. I'll show you what this sheet looks like, but this is going to outline every piece of information that you need to know for a quiz and or test. So really pay attention to those learning targets because it will provide you with the structure you need to figure out what do I need help with, what don't I need help with, and how can I get that help, okay? So this is what that opener slide looks like. We're going to try a Pear Deck maybe, so you guys can write on it. I can get some feedback, and then we'll go over it. The week procedure, well, Monday we're going to try to do new material, okay? So it may not just be Monday. It might be Tuesday too. So we want to introduce something new on Monday and have some time to practice it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Kind of like what I talked about earlier, this could be a lab where we're watching me do it. It could be a lab where you're doing it at home. It could be a worksheet. It could be group work. But we want to practice that new skill that we learned on Monday. And Friday, we will most likely have learning target checks. What these are going to look like are Google form type quizzes that allow us as well as yourselves to identify where are you within the week. Did you understand that material and do you understand the learning target? So if I go back really quick, that learning target B, a question like this would be on your learning target check, okay? So let's take a look at our classroom procedures. Again, learning targets, learning target, learning targets. They are super important. You should be using these on your own. From time to time, we will talk about them and see where are we on, let's say, learning target A to see if the class needs some more time and some more attention with that particular topic. Also, some of the class procedures are going to be getting some extra help, right? If you need that extra help, remember, you can always call, leave a message, you can send an email, you can ask me in person, or I have an appointment calendar and I've provided that link in the Google Classroom underneath course documents. Again, I'll take a look at that in just a second. But some of the things that we will be doing along with our assessments would be projects. So you will see some assessment type grades that will be project based. And that is going to be really important that we're involved in both of those, because as we can see, 80% of your grade is going to come from assessments. Now, I'm not 100% certain what a final exam will look like. If there will be one, more to come on that, but that would be a big chunked grade, all right? So again, those assessments are really important. How do we know if we're going to be successful on those assessments? Well, we do our classwork and we check our learning targets. So our classwork is a portion, and that is going to be 20% of your grade, but more importantly, it's going to help you understand what is on the assessments. Now, as I said, I would talk about those learning targets. Here is what I'm talking about. So that previous slide said LTB. What that means is we're looking at learning target B, and that is identify the signs of a chemical reaction. So these are the things that you should be able to do and that you will be assessed on. How would I use this as a student? Well, we have 1, 2, 3 different times that we can check for our understanding on learning target A, B, C, D, whichever learning target you want. The first check, what I would do is if I really understand this and I did well on my assessment, I would put a 4 in this box. If I didn't get it at all, I would put a 1 in this box and study for my second check. And hopefully by the time we get to the second check, if you're at that 1, you've maneuvered to a 2, a 3, or a 4. Hopefully by the third time and by that final assessment, we're at a 4 for everything, and we can assume that we will be successful on the assessment. If we are not, that's your opportunity to seek out some additional help. One of those ways that I talked about, besides the email and besides the phone, was the appointment calendar that I have linked on the Google Classroom. So this is exactly what that appointment calendar looks like. All you would have to do is navigate your way to that link and click one of these slots. I have them in 10-minute slots. I can certainly expand those and make them half-hour slots, however long you may need. If you needed to click 2, if you think it would take 20 minutes, we could do that as well. And this will automatically send me an email and schedule time within my calendar to meet with you to make sure you get that extra help you need. So to recap, make sure we are checking Infinite Campus for our grades. We are checking Google Classroom for our posts, and we are also using Infinite Campus to mark our attendance. In the event that we need help, there's lots of ways that we can ask for that. Phone, email, appointment calendar. And of course, if this kind of leaves you with more questions, please feel free to reach out and we can set up a meeting just as soon as it works for both of us. Hopefully that's helpful, and I look forward to seeing everybody on Monday. Thank you.